Hello and welcome to the latest edition of IABM TV. And today I'm delighted to be joined by Ali Hodjat from Intertrust. Ali, thanks for joining me. How are you doing today?
Hi, Callum. Thank you. I'm very good, and thanks for having me today.
Oh, you are more than welcome. It's great to see you. Unfortunately, virtually, but here we are again in the world we're living in. One of those things, but never mind. One day soon, hopefully. Okay. Intertrust, let's start with Intertrust. It's been around for quite some time now. Could you just give us a brief overview as to where the focus currently lies and where you're moving forward with it?
Yes, absolutely. So today, Intertrust has two business groups. One focused on content security and anti-piracy, and that's what we call Intertrust ExpressPlay. And the second business group is focused on secure data-driven services, and it's called Intertrust Platform. We have two different websites. So Intertrust ExpressPlay is the media security group. It's focused on media and entertainment target market. And Intertrust.com is really the Intertrust Platform group, which is actually focusing on other verticals such as energy, utilities, healthcare, and IoT. So I guess today we will be more talking about the ExpressPlay or Intertrust ExpressPlay business group. And to give you an overview, we offer what is so-called the ExpressPlay Media Security Suite, and that's really a content protection and anti-piracy SaaS offering. So we have a leading multi-DRM cloud service that is used by some of the largest OTT streaming platforms globally today. We offer a broadcast security solution called ExpressPlay XEA, which is leveraging the Marlin DRM embedded on a lot of smart TVs today. And lastly, we also offer forensic watermarking and anti-piracy services for both live and VOD content owners.
Brilliant. So lots going on then, basically, in short. Brilliant. So as you look to the future, obviously we're coming now to the end of 2021 and soon moving into 2022. As you look into next year and the future beyond that, what are the important trends and market opportunities that Intertrust ExpressPlay is looking for in terms of that growth?
So, live sport has always been a major driver for ExpressPlay Media Security Suite. And as there's more and more live sports streaming, there is a greater piracy threat to such services. And I personally think the main reason is that the rights to the most premium sporting content is actually split across different viewing platforms, and that has actually forced viewers and subscribers to subscribe to multiple services, and actually the cost is adding up, and that's really a challenge in the market for viewers and subscribers. This is giving an opportunity to pirates to actually offer a bundle of pirated services at a lower cost, and obviously pirates don't pay for the content, so they can manage to offer such a service. So again, we see piracy important and for live sports, and that's why we actually worked with Sports Pro Media to generate a report recently focusing on how the sports content owners are leveraging content protection and anti-piracy services in order to protect their revenue and protect their service. And so we covered some of the new use cases and interviews that are actually showing and proving that by leveraging the anti-piracy and content protection as part of their business strategy, they have actually gained, basically benefits and reduced piracy on their platform significantly. Another growth area for us is really about esports. Obviously, esports is growing, and one of the things is there is a lot that can be leveraged by the esports content owners and game studios that, similarly to how the live sports streaming platforms have been using and benefited from. So we're trying to explain or educate the esports content owners of how they can provide technically subscription-based pricing by using DRM and anti-piracy and boost their viewers. And technically, again, there is an opportunity for our industry to help and protect revenue and services for the esports community. We just published a two-part white paper focusing on basically securing esports content and services. So this is kind of the main two drivers for our ExpressPlay Media Security Suite, especially on the streaming side.
Fascinating stuff. It's piracy, particularly within sports, is definitely something that's been very prominent over the last, well, I suppose, few years really, but certainly it's come more to a head recently. So it's really interesting to hear that the work you're doing within that in particular. It must be fascinating. Moving on then, DRM has become somewhat of a commodity, I guess, in the past few years. How is Intertrust ExpressPlay adding value to differentiate itself from its competitors?
I mean, very good question. So there's a few things that we talk about. One of the main differentiators is really the instant scalability to the peak demand, which is really critical for live sports, right? So we have customers like Hotstar in India that when they have a high-profile game, they have about 25 million concurrent users are watching that game. And when you look at it, basically all these 25 million users need to retrieve DRM licenses at the same time. So for us, being able to support that scalability and kind of manage the capacity on demand, right, is important. And that's has been one of the main differentiator of our cloud service. The other thing is really related to viewer sensitivity to low latency. I mean, basically for live events, everybody wants to watch the sport in real time, and being able to support live optimized, DRM license delivery using proxy servers is actually very important among our customers in order to manage their subscribers' user experience. And that's another, again, important factor. And lastly, I think supporting streamlined content packaging workflows using standards in the market, which we are, important, such as AWS SPEKE or -IF CPIX. These are critical. So, for example, SPEKE, which is the Secure Packager and Encoder Interface standard, has been around for a few years. Most of the vendors are using that, whether on the encoder side or the multi-DRM side. We were one of the first vendors who announced integration with the version 2.0 of SPEKE recently, and we support both live and VOD services. And similarly with CPIX. So, I mean, again, a lot of encoder vendors are using the CPIX interface, and having the streamlined packaging integration enables, again, supporting live events, in real time without any additional delays.
It's a challenge. It's definitely a challenge, isn't it? But we're getting better and better, I think, in the industry at doing that. It's something that users' expectations continue to grow, and the technology has to respond, I guess, doesn't it? So absolutely, it's really interesting to see how that works. Something that I have particular interest in, actually, to see where it's going to go next is smart TVs, and something that's clearly grown rapidly over the last couple of years in particular. So many new opportunities within that for traditional broadcasters and new OTT streamers and those sorts of companies. How do you think broadcasters can capitalize on this growth whilst also holding off the increasing competition from these OTT platforms?
That's a great question. So one of the really important target areas for ExpressPlay is really focused on the transition of pay TV operators towards the direct to smart TV service offerings. And when you look at it today, most of the smart TVs have actually support for advanced security features similar to a high-end set-top box. And we do see a lot of benefits by using the smart TV and operator app on the smart TV as a virtual set-top box, right? It's that can really help the traditional pay TV broadcasters to compete with new OTT streaming services when they provide the same user experience on the smart TV using broadcast content. Definitely helps them to increase subscriber and reduce churn. Today, we have a customer in Germany called HD Plus, and they are actually doing a broadcast direct to smart TV service on Sony TVs and Vestel TVs, and they're both integrated with ExpressPlay XCA, our broadcast security solution. And so this is really critical. And we just actually announced Hisense TV. So we had a joint announcement with Vewd and Hisense that, again, Vewd Smart OS platform is already integrated with ExpressPlay XCA. And so any Hisense Smart TV can, again, be supported for a direct to TV broadcast delivery using operator app and same experience that the streaming app actually provide on the TV without any additional set-top box or cam modules. So these are really the trends that we are really watching closely and trying to offer the right solution for the market.
Yeah, and we've seen a very significant example in the UK recently with the introduction of Sky Glass, who have clearly taken it amongst themselves to enter that space and not to leave anything to chance. So that's again, it's really interesting to see where that might go and how other broadcasters might follow. We've also seen operators increasingly embracing the cloud-based technologies and services for their content production, I should say, and also the monetization and delivery. How does ExpressPlay capitalize on that trend beyond the content security?
So, I mean, I really believe the cloud-based pay TV service with a custom branded user experience on a smart TV is really a trend that is evolving. You're absolutely right about, Sky and Comcast announcement, and really offering a Sky Glass or X Glass to me is really a validation that this is a trend of going direct to a smart TV. And really the operators, what they're really looking for, the pay TV operators, is to have a kind of a reference platform that they can offer, again, their own user experience on the TVs. So what we are doing is really we are partnering with Vewd, which is a leading OTT and broadcast software provider. And they just announced basically a turnkey operator as a TV service. And today we also announced that our ExpressPlay XCA is integrated with that again, Vewd operator TV SaaS ecosystem. So what this brings to the market is, again, similar to how Comcast is positioning a direct-to-TV service, right? Any other pay TV operator can take this complete reference platform and, again, using a cloud-based technology, create a same, again, broadcast to TV delivery, which is already pre-integrated with ExpressPlay content protection. And I mean, the benefit is basically by supporting both broadcast and streaming directly to the smart TV, pre-integrated security, there is a lot of savings in terms of eliminating the set-top box, as well as, again, the cloud-based content security solution, which ultimately reduce costs for operators and the viewers, and again, helps them to offer again, the packages which are attractive to the users and avoid, transition or avoids that subscribers look into piracy instead of, the direct-to-TV offerings that bundles all the solutions together on the same platform. I hope that makes sense.
It does. If I understand it, it definitely makes sense. So, I mean, it really is. It's fascinating stuff, and I really can't wait to see where it goes next. I could sit here and talk to you all day about it, Ali, but unfortunately, we've run out of time. Thanks very much for joining me today. All the best for 2022 and beyond, and I'll speak to you again soon.
Oh yeah, sounds good. And I'm hoping we get together for the next interview in person in 2020. This would be exciting.